go live. Let's make sure we're live.
Live from the internet.
Live from the interwebs. We bring you Dungeons and Dragons. There it goes. Sound working? We bring you Dungeons and Dragons. You guys need to say something.
Something.
Yay.
Something.
Sound working? We bring you Dungeons and
Other
Dragons.
things.
You guys need to say something.
All the
Something.
things.
Yay.
Some.
Okay, sound is working. We are live. So hello to the interwebs.
Hello.
However, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons, nothing. So we are on like session 23. I think it's actually might be 24. I think I counted one twice a couple times, maybe even 25. Out of my lost track at this point. But you will notice in the game here we have a new player. Big Z, as he's known, or Zach, will be joining the group. We're going to introduce his character to you guys when you guys find him. So, as of right now, we are missing Damien. And where we last left off... Oops, I muted my mic. Where we last left off, I know Twiggy was last seen at a tavern, pondering his existence and what he's going to do after the events in the cave with the samurai Deshi. Damien, Varea, Draskin, and Deshi were sleeping inside the I guess you can call it the keep of the queens. So essentially, yay, theme music. Essentially, the night had gone on. I know there was a lot of talk of what to do with the armies from the Drow. So the next morning, you guys are all going to kind of wake up on your own. Whether you can decide whether it's early or late. But those of you who wake up early will find the queen in the same room you guys ate dinner in the night before.
I'm up early.
So, Varea, you're the first one downstairs and kind of in the room. As you walk in, you see the queen sitting there, drinking some type of beverage. And she just kind of motions you to sit down to eat breakfast. And there's a lot of food on the table.
Varia sits awkwardly and kind of like wraps an arm around her plate and then tucks in.
And seeing you do that, she kind of like leans forward and looks at you and, oh, well, you don't need to protect it from anyone there, dear.
She just kind of grunts.
She just kind of sits back and she's just kind of waiting for the others.
Old habits die hard.
Actually, let's see. Twiggy's not there. Deshi's not here. Damien's not here. So Draskin, you actually would be the only one left before I describe everybody else.
Would I have had access to a library?
Yeah, there is a section of the keep somewhere in I think, what is it? It is I can look it up. The second level of the basement. There is essentially a whole floor devoted to, like, the lores of the, above ground, the below ground, and everything in between that the Drow know about.
Okay. Then in that case, I probably didn't get much sleep last night. I'll even take a fatigue point because I will openly say that he probably didn't sleep last night.
Oh, then you are a point of exhaustion.
All right. He spent his entire time in the library reading.
Okay. Is there something he was reading about in particular?
Yes, he was reading about deities. In particular, he was reading about Lathander.
Okay.
Wasn't that
Oops.
your dwarves?
No, he was Sarenrae.
Mm,
The same god.
Oh, surprise.
All of the gods are the same.
Oh, shit.
It's just multiple personalities.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
And the gods are
Sarenrae.
missing a hand because of her ale.
And what is that the god of?
It is the god of birth and renewal.
Okay. Cool. I'm actually gonna add that god to the world then, because I have different gods, but I don't have one for renewal and birth. So we're gonna use the same one.
Baller, I forgot that you had different gods, so that's actually really useful.
Yeah, no problem. We're good. Cool. So eventually you notice the flames in the library drafts can kind of switch from one color to the next, indicating that it is daylight in the above world, meaning that your friends are probably waking up and heading off to do things.
Alright. I will begrudgingly leave the books I've been using and go to the place where we ate.
And you will see Varea scarfing down a plate of food, and the queen sitting there, kind of watching.
Good morning, all. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I have to do the Steve-O voice.
Steve-O.
Ah,
There you
it's
go.
Steve-O. There we go. All right. Good morning, all.
Hello.
Sleep well, I presume.
I did. Enjoy breakfast before we discuss some brief business and be on our way.
Yes, of course.
Rhea grunts.
The queen actually chuckles a little bit at your grunt. So Twiggy, the night had gone on. What is it you did throughout the night and are currently doing now in the morning?
Okay, after I got my drink and I'm sitting at the bar, and you said a person came up to talk to me, and I chatted with him for a while. Eventually, he made a comment about my back, which kind of made me drink a little bit heavier, until he commented about the cut cloak that I'm wearing. At the mention of my cut cloak, my eyes just shot, and I reach back, and I grab my cloak and I pull it up just to see half of it gone. And all you see from Twiggy is him there at one moment, and then a poof of dust as he's booking it out the door, and a silver piece just rolling on the table. He's booking it back to the cave to find that other half of that cloak, because he cannot live without that cloak.
So you're heading off to find your other half of your cloak, then essentially in the cave, right?
Yep.
Okay. As you enter the cave, you'll find that there's nothing in it except for the bodies of the dead things that you guys had slain. A horrible, horrible stench is permeating throughout the cave. As you know, the things that you guys have destroyed in there are starting to, well, they're sitting in a cave in wet conditions after being dead. As you kind of like comb through the cave, kind of looking, and you kind of revisit the location of where where everything took place. You find you start to like find like your trail of blood from when you were cut, and eventually you arrive at a large pool of blood with your cloak, the piece just kind of like sitting in a pool of blood, completely stained red.
I will take that other piece of my cape and I'm just going to take out my bedroll because I don't even use the damn thing anyways, and I'm going to stick both pieces of the cape, wrap the bloody one in the clean one, and then wrap that inside of my bedroll and put it back into my backpack. After that, I'm going to look around the cave at my dead pet and just take a moment to see if I can find like a nest or anything that it would have had. I'm gonna find a memento.
There's a lot of those dead face huggers that are all kind of like starting to turn molten. The giant T-Rex xenomorph is just looking deader than normal. It's starting to like become a little bit paler. But other than that, I mean, there isn't much in there.
Any eggs or anything like a nest?
If you're not going to find any eggs laying on the ground, but you can search the beast if you wanted to.
Okay. What would that be?
Roll survival.
Oh, it couldn't be perception or anything. Investigation even.
And then also roll a investigation check. I'm seeing if you knew where to look for the eggs.
I'll take that 19.
Yeah, so as you're kind of like looking over this beast, you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, I know where most animals lay eggs, and you're kind of looking at this thing and you realize that it's very, very different from most. So you walk up to its mouth that's sitting like slack jawed. Its lower jaw like it's kind of jutting out to the left as its upper jaw is resting on the ground from when it hit the ground. And you see that retractable mouth kind of just like hanging there, right in the middle of this open jaw. And you kind of like put two and two together, and you realize that this thing, could inject its eggs and it's a way to procreate into other beings. Somehow this must have happened to this beast at some point as well. So you kind of like, I imagine you kind of take like your hand and you kind of like push it in there a little bit, and then maybe a dagger, and you kind of cut in a little bit to this. And you pull it out a little bit farther, and this green like acid kind of like burns your hand a little bit, but you kind of heal it. You kind of heal your hand as it's kind of like burning a little bit, and then you feel something, and you kind of like grab onto it, you pull it out, and it's about the size of a marble, and it's clear. And inside, there's a tiny little insect-looking thing. And it's not moving at all. You can't tell if it's dead or alive. But you can assume that it's some type of egg or some type of, an egg.
I will take the egg and put it in one of my inner pockets in my jacket. And then I'm going to try to find the druid.
Oh, the one from the cage?
Yep.
How much time are you going to spend looking for the druid? Where are you going to look?
Well, first I would probably look where in the petrified forest where the camp was, where the king had set up camp. And then from there I'd probably move on into more of the fancy pub, because I'm sure that everyone needs a drink after what happened. Other than those two places, I don't really know too much of the Drow City, so...
Yeah, you're not going to find them in any of those places. The Petrified Forest is largely empty. At this point, a lot of people have just abandoned it and moved back into the city, considering that team won. As far as like the taverns and such, I mean, you're not going to find anyone other than some guards, military drow, things like that, civilians.
Well, I can ask the military where the old general is, because she's probably with him.
They tell you that the general has gone out to the above ground.
Damn.
And they recognize you, and when the guard's like, "Aren't you the bard, the one who sings?" And he does like this little like, not mocking you, but little like hand motion like he's playing a flute. You're Twiggy.
I am, and I do a long, exaggerated bow. Twiggy, but alas, I do not play a flute. I think you may have gotten me mixed up.
Oh no, maybe I'm the one who was mixed up. I know you play an instrument of some type. And he kind of like he like hits the chest of his buddy next to him. He's like, "I told you it was him."
Why did you think I played a flute? Did you perhaps come across a human that played one?
Well, I haven't met you. I've only heard of you. I was under the effects of that thing for so long.
Yeah, I too fell under that trance.
Hey, where are the rest of you guys? The wizard and the lady and everyone. Was it their dragon?
Well, I think they said they were going to the castle.
Meeting with the
Damien.
queen.
Is she queen or is she princess or what do we call her?
We haven't been told what to call her, but we just go with queen for now.
Then queen it should be.
They like here, yeah. They're at the tavern first thing in the morning, like yay.
I will play one song with them just to cheer everyone, get everyone a little bit riled,
Yeah, and they love it. Everybody in there, people like start coming in from off the street hearing the music at, what is essentially, probably like 7 o'clock in the morning, basically. Yeah, so you're even pulling in people who aren't drinking. They're just kind of like peering in the door and just kind of like, oh wow, what is that noise? That's a weird noise. It's lovely. So you eventually get a little bit of a crowd. How long do you play for?
It's just a song or two, so it's not long at all. I was just doing it so that they, of course, know who I am now.
Yep. Perfect. Where are you going to go from this point?
From this point, I would probably be headed off to see the Frozen Man, to see what he would say to me.
Okay, so you're kind of heading back towards the entrance that you know.
Yep.
Perfect. So, going back to the rest of you guys at dinner, or breakfast rather. Eventually, Damien makes his way down. He would kind of pick up his conversation with the queen, talking about what to do with the military. I think from last session, you guys wanted to send the military to the town of Kimhir, which is just south of the Drell City. I think that was what was talked about.
That's a question for Damien.
I think so. That sounds right.
It was either that or the Frostfall Pass.
Yeah. Well,
that goes up to the mountain. Well, yeah. You can, yeah.
I think the plan was to send us ahead as like ambassadors.
Oh, that's right. No, they were going to send you, or they were going to send an ambassador with you guys ahead to Kimhir, and then because the military is going to move slower.
Yeah. Well, and so it doesn't look like a freaking invasion.
Right. Okay. So that would be basically the conversation. Is that the plan? Is that where you guys going to go? Because if so, they're going to attach an ambassador to your guys' group here, and they're going to assume you're going to kind of like guide this person all the way to Kimhir. Damien's not here in the game, so it's kind of on you guys if that's what you want to do.
It sounds like the best option.
Yeah, I agree. Though, I have no idea where Kimhir is.
Me neither.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, good. We're on the same page.
Damien pulls out one of the maps. He's like, I got it. Then Damien mentions Twiggy. Where's Twiggy? He realizes Twiggy's not there, and neither is Deshi for that matter. The queen suggests that we go find Twiggy and essentially meet at the inner entrance to the cave leading out from the main pathway. And then she kind of like bows to you all and says, I hope to see you again someday. And she kind of retreats back into her quarters, I guess you could say, within. And at that, the guards kind of like unlock the keep doors and like they kind of just open up. So like whenever you guys are ready to leave, you can.
That worked out. I kind of thought she might wind up actually being in cahoots with the Black Dragon. And we were all gonna die.
Yeah, when she locked the doors, I know you guys were like,
Yeah, I was not happy about that.
Well, she has to make her decisions and move her pawns. So are you guys gonna go look for Twiggy? I mean, I assume eventually you're gonna catch up with him. Mostly because, I mean, they're not gonna let Twiggy just walk out into the wilderness by himself. So
Unless Twiggy sneaks out.
yeah, that's up to Twiggy though.
I could totally convince them. Let me do a persuasion roll.
Roll it. It's not Damien splitting the party, it's Twiggy.
Damn, only a 14.
Yeah, no, you're stopped by the elite guards. They say that they, basically, like, you say, like, you want to get past or however you would do it. But they basically have an understanding that, you're supposed to go with the ambassador to Kim here. So they're kind of like, this is the agreement. We're sending 5,000 troops up and then another 5,000 later to help you fight a war. So
Wait, how did they have the information so quick?
they've already known. These guards worked for the king or whatever, so they already knew the plans. They already knew that the troops were promised. So
as we're walking, I want to like not really pull her aside, but just sort of address her. And I want to go, hey, Rara. So I've been reading about this guy called Lathander, or Lathander. I'm not too sure on the name yet. I'll ask Damien later. But he's actually a pretty cool guy. He's a god, and he's the god of renewal. And I was wondering if, and I sort of look at Damien, if you guys would have a problem with me looking for a possible temple down here before we leave. I think he's a cool guy, and I'd like to check out his temple, see what it's like.
I think you're more likely to find like that in a human city, but I suppose you can try. Doesn't sound a very drow-like deity.
I honestly didn't know drow existed until a few years ago, but when I met one, but a whole civilization of them, that's new. So yeah, you're probably right. You know better.
I mean, ouch, those were big words.
Yeah, you are not going to be able to find that temple down here.
Okay,
if you were to kind of
that's
look
fine.
around. If you were to ask, they would say, who? What god? So.
That's fine. Doesn't hurt to ask.
For sure, man, for sure.
Is
Go ahead.
there an equivalent god for the Goliath? We should figure that out, maybe.
It could be any one of many.
Yeah, I know. We need to. I'll think on it.
Yes, I can send you all of them again as well, if you'd like me to.
Well, but we decided that each god had like a corresponding animal god that
Oh, that's right.
yeah. But then we never went further than that.
Yeah.
Plus, this is a new god, so I'm trying to think. Birth and renewal.
I'd have to go through all my notes and find when we talked about that. I don't have that written down right here in front of me.
It was when we faced the goddess of nature. Uh-oh, who did we lose?
Lost Z.
Lost Z.
Oh no.
Yep, he's
Oh,
restarting
he's
Discord.
restarting Discord.
He shall be back. Okay, well, we'll figure out the gods thing.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail.
It's fine. Okay, so yeah, you guys are leaving the keep then, correct?
Well, we're looking, I
Yeah.
guess, into the city so we can look
Yes.
for...
Yeah, Twiggy. So on your way out, you guys kind of walk down that blood red path, back out to the main area where you guys had previously fought, where you guys rescued Twiggy. And can you guys make perception checks, please?
That is the question.
I should probably get Damien's character sheet too.
Ooh!
Let me just roll Damien's. Oh, jeez.
Yeah!
It was essentially the highest roll, so Twiggy wasn't for you, unfortunately, because you're not with them. Was this somebody
Z again.
else?
No, Z again.
Oh, he must be trying to fix
He must be
everything.
having a problem.
All right, well, we're not.
I rolled a
quite there.
10.
I just want to see them before they see me.
So Varela.
I mean, you got a 6'11" Goliath walking through. She's not exactly stealthy.
Not at all. So Varela, what you notice when you get out the to the end of the path there is you kind of look to your left, and you notice a sword stuck into the ground. And on that sword is a oops, hang on, sorry. No, I'm sorry, it's just the sword. You see a sword that seems to be stuck into the ground. And kind of standing by it, you notice, have you ever met that Black Dragonborn? The merchant?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, you did. You see a familiar face, and he's kind of looking at this sword. And he turns and looks at you, and he kind of just walks into the city. And as you kind of look at this sword he was looking at, it looks very, very familiar, and it is the katana of Deshi.
Aww.
And it seems to have been placed at the entrance of the keep.
And Freya will go inspect it, I guess.
As you kind of like pick it up and look at it, it looks like it's been polished and cleaned and sharpened recently. And it looks like it was left there for some reason. A couple of the guards that were outside the front gate kind of like watch you just go over and kind of look at it, and no one really says anything to you.
She's gonna try and pull it out of the ground.
Oh, that's what was on there. Nope, hang on. Sorry, I remember now. Let me scroll up. You pulled it out of the ground with ease, and on
Shink.
there is a picture of a very, very sad-looking Goliath girl and a picture of a cherry blossom that Deshi has drawn.
Oh, I remember he drew that.
Yes.
In the first session he played.
Yep. And then
Aww.
written in a language that you don't quite understand is some writing on the back of both of the pages. Not a lot of writing, just a little bit. Just like he wrote down
Okay.
like a sentence on each.
Well, I can't read,
Right.
so even if it was a language I understood, I still wouldn't be able
Still
to read
can't read it. Right.
So she'd walk back over and like show it to the guys. She takes the katana with her.
I don't think we're gonna be seeing Deshi anymore.
It's too bad he was a good fighter.
Aye, that
Troubled
he
though,
was.
I think.
Damien
That's
kind
a
of
shame.
grunts. Mhm.
Alright, let's get going.
So as you guys are kind of walking through the city, some of the guards are like, "Hey, you guys heading out? I'm part of the military that's heading out after you." You know, they're kind of like, "Yeah, we're going above ground." You know, like they're really excited. And some of them thank you guys. Some of them kind of just wave. You have a pretty good reaction as you guys kind of head out. You find yourselves kind of getting like pushed towards the entrance, just because of like the amount of people that are moving towards it. You kind of end up that way, and as eventually you get down the main road and kind of towards the entrance, you realize like there's an army kind of like slowly collecting to begin heading above ground. And as you guys kind of walk, a little bit of like a path is kind of like opened as you guys walk through the crowd, and then you come across Twiggy, currently talking very heavily to a female drow as he tries to convince her to let him pass to leave.
Did I see them before they see me?
Roll another perception check because that previous one wasn't for that. Okay. Yeah, you heard the crowd kind of cheer a little bit, like off and on, like "Yay, thanks guys," or whatever, like. So you turn and you see them, pretty much as they kind of like. Well, you could do something if you want to, I suppose.
Okay, I'm going to grab the guard's hand, not forcibly or anything, and use my ring to transform me into a drow.
So you guys thought you saw Twiggy, and then there was two drows standing next to each other, holding hands. And as you do that, the woman whose hand you grab pulls away her hand and pushes you.
I just shake my head a little bit, and I'm going to fall in line with the army of drow that's going to be going outside.
Okay. So, whoa, my entire...
I can almost taste his hatred for you, Twiggy.
Yeah, my, like, roll 20 just, like, died.
Whose hatred?
Max's.
Damien's?
No, Max's.
Freya, do you hate me?
What? No. I'm a
See,
little.
there's no hatred here.
I'm pretty sure Max is hating you.
I'm a little worried because Freya would definitely not leave without Twiggy.
Yeah, same.
The only reason why I'm letting it slide with Deshi is because I know we're not going to find him.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
My roll 20 is like it's not loading any of your character sheets for me or anything. Like
That's
I
weird.
have just lost everything that. Hang on.
Why'd you break it?
It just suddenly went, "Oh snap!" on Google Chrome, and I was like, no, turn back on.
I'll do that.
Okay, it's all back.
Yay.
That was weird. I'm like, oh god, did it just delete everything I have? I was gonna be really
So-
mad.
So Max, I can almost taste your hatred for Twiggy right now.
Well, if it's not Damien, it's gotta be somebody else trying to split the party, so it's fair. So as you guys kind of walk up, you thought you saw Twiggy, but he's gone for some reason. He's gone. So as you kind of like walk up, some of the other drow are like, yeah, he was here. You know, we saw him. He seemed to have disappeared somehow. And actually, let's do this. Okay, no. According to that roll, none of them saw him turn into another drow. So after a few minutes, another drow kind of walks up to you guys. He's wearing kind of a hooded garb, a robe. He looks very, very covered to be in the sun for quite a while. And he approaches Damien and Dreskin and Rhea there, and he says, "Hello, I am supposed to accompany you to the human city known, or town rather, known as Kimhir."
Ah, right, sounds good. We're currently missing a party member, so you're gonna have to give us a minute.
Oh, well, the samurai, I know. Well, he's not here anymore. I heard that he's gone. Oh, you're missing the one who dances.
Bard, Twiggy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He was here a moment ago. I meant to walk up to and introduce myself, but he has seemed to have left.
I think he's hiding. He's good at that.
Oh, well, I could go get one of the king's... Or, I'm sorry, not the... Oh, forgive me. The queen's wizards, and perhaps we can dispel any magic in the area, and maybe that'll help?
Or he could just pop out and surprise us like a good person he is.
Twiggy-
Draskin says very loudly.
Yeah, Twiggy, how close are you to them right now?
I'm probably about 5 feet away from them.
So, okay, alright, so yeah, like, you definitely hear all this going on. And, like I imagine after Draskin says that, if Twiggy doesn't react, like, there's just, like, this moment of everyone just kind of, like, looking around, but not at each other, like, waiting for Twiggy to pop out.
I'm just picturing Sir Reginald just tweeting a little bit alongside my shoulder. And I'm just like, shh, Reginald, you're gonna give us away.
And then the drone
Gosh.
next to you elbows you. He's like, shut up, we're gonna get in trouble again.
I'm trying, but the damn bird won't shut up.
Where is your glaive?
My what now?
Your glaive! He kind of like, he has like
I'm
this,
not that-
he has this long palm, and he clanks it on like the rocky floor. He's like, where is it?
I'm
Captain-
a wizard, not a fighter.
You're not even in the right... What are you... Who... You're not even in the right spot. Get out of here before the captain sees you.
Fine, fine. And I start making my way over to other people that do not have glaives. All the while, I'm just arguing with this bird on my shoulder.
So the people who don't have glaives, there is a small group of like robed men off to like the left of the entrance, kind of all gathered together. I'm looking at chat. That was a mistake. And they appear to be magic using people. You're gonna go join them?
Yeah, I'm gonna join them, and then when I get there, I'm gonna be like, damn birds, won't you ever shut up?
They all just kind of look at you, and one who looks pretty old looks at you and goes, "Now, why are you wearing guard's clothing? You have no weapon, yet you have no magic components. You're not dressed. Who are you?"
I make a small little image in my hand, and I go, well, I'm a mage, though I tend to just use my hands. My focus point is actually my bird on my shoulder that won't shut up.
You don't speak right either. You
and-
seem familiar.
And I'm going to start persuading him, and I'm just like, well, if you remember, I'm the latest recruit that they actually threw in here. The king found me when I was, and I just make this elaborate backstory.
You can roll a persuasion check.
That's 30,
And-
though.
And I end up going, and my name is Jiven.
They all look at you. They all know Jiven's dead, so they know you're not that Jiven.
It was a very popular name that year.
That's top 5 in the born male names. They all kind of look at you.
Remember a few years ago when all the guys were named Brandon and all the girls were named Jessica?
It was really confusing when they all died. So they just kind of like look at you and they just, well, you're wearing the wrong clothing, so you
Well,
clearly aren't part of this. Whoever you are, just go away.
I just stand my ground and I'm like, guys, how do none of you remember me? The king told you that I was supposed to be in this group. I'm wearing this armor because I can actually get closer to the fight. In fact, all my magic spells are touch spells.
Then you look over to the entrance and you see the female drow pointing at you as a man in very, very decorated military drow armor. Like it seems to be asking her questions and pointing at you as well. And then you just hear, "Hey, you, come over here." And he's kind of like summoning you to him.
And I will begrudgingly go over to them.
So Vreya, as you look to your left, you see a drow in guard's armor standing next to you as a captain seems to be addressing this drow, and he says, you're not who you are. You're not who you appear to be, are you?"
How dare you, sir? You mock my honor?
And, and the captain just, "You will fall in line if you are a member of the drow. Remember the drow military."
I love how we don't have a name for ourselves.
Yeah, I haven't thought of it. Fall in
And I
line.
go, sir, yes, sir. And I look around to see who actually looks sort of like me, and I'm just gonna go over to them.
And then you hear the woman guard laughing at the gate, and then she's just laughing, and then she just kind of stands there. Everywhere you go, you don't match because you're wearing guard's armor. So eventually, Vreya, what were you inciting?
I wanted to see if I caught him being shifty, but I don't think I did.
Well, this whole situation seems very off. So if you're trying to figure out why this guard's being yelled at, it definitely doesn't seem right. Clearly,
Yeah.
there's something strange going on. Damien's pretty much putting 2 and 2 together as well, but he hasn't said anything yet.
Vreya's gonna try and make a new friend. Because she sees this guard just kind of getting batted around between the rings. So she'll try and wave him down.
Okay, what does the area around here look like?
There's a massive slope up to the path, the cave entrance that leads all the way out to the basically the wilderness. At the bottom of the slope, though, it's a very, very wide, almost entry area that leads eventually into the city. So it's like a really large entry path. I guess if I could draw it real quick.
I'm just asking, is there any places to hide so that everyone starts going and then I can just follow behind them anyways?
No, there's no places to hide.
Damn. And no one will actually let me join their group, so...
Oh, there's a line of guards. Like you
I
were
will-
like here.
Varia hasn't figured out who you are, I should mention. She just, like, you seem like you're lonely.
I will begrudgingly go up to the front again, and I'll be like, "Fine, let's just go." And then I'll like snap my finger, and be like, "Damn, didn't work."
Twiggy!
Nope, 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 nope. And then he'll be like, "Yeah, screw it," and he'll just pull off the ring and then put it back so it resets. And then
they're
I'll look
confused,
to
right?
the captain and I'll be like, "You happy now?"
He starts laughing. He knew it was
Nice of
you.
to join us.
She told him.
Wait, are you a drow? I thought
Wait,
you
wait.
were a half elf.
So she told him that it was me.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, afterwards, I'm gonna go up to the guard and be like, "You just couldn't let me have my fun, could you?"
You could do that on the way out. Right now, you're talking to Freya. But yeah, we'll make sure that she knows your displeasure.
As for Vrea, so he's just like, actually, I've never actually said I was a half elf. I never said I was a drow. I'm kind of like a phase shifter. I change forms depending on what I want.
Really?
Sweetheart, don't listen to him. He is no, just don't listen to him.
It's the truth.
No, Twiggy.
Sadly, I can only
No,
my form once a day.
Twiggy, stop.
And then
Don't,
Damien
don't
steps in.
confuse the poor girl.
Guys, can we get going, please?
Yes, please.
And Damien's like, good, you guys go. I'm going to go the opposite direction.
Go, Damien!
I'm kidding. I just wanted to make fun of Damien. But no, he says that, and like he like begins walking with you guys. Though Damien does tell you he will catch up. He's probably going to walk a little bit with the wizards and kind of try to learn a little bit from them, to learn their customs and maybe some of their magic or something like that. So, you guys leave with the. You guys eventually head out with the ambassador. It seems like. Twiggy, you get your moment to tell the woman of your displeasure, and she just kind of smirks and says, "Well, don't hold my hand without asking."
I'm going to use an intimidation and be like, "Don't you ever rat me out again."
Damn it!
Oh, he's so mad.
She just she takes her like 3 of her fingers and like just puts them on your forehead and just kind of like pushes you away from her. And just kind of like okay, go, goodbye. You know, doesn't like kind of like smirking. She doesn't buy it at all.
Women, they all want me.
So
I don't think that's true.
It's totally true. You point out a woman, and I'll see if she wants me or not.
I'm pretty sure she just told you to go away, so.
Actually, you weren't there for our full conversation. She wants me to go back to her place. The reason why she's upset is that I told her I couldn't at the moment.
Uh-huh.
It's true. And then I saw you coming, and I decided I would. Well, she kind of like drow, so I was in that form. Sadly.
Twiggy,
I would-
I'm not even gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I straight up, you're a fucking bullshitter.
Say what you want, but I know you're just jealous of me.
Yes, I'm jealous of someone who persuades and fools his friends.
At least I don't pull a bow on them.
Okay, let's just get going, huh?
Freya, I imagine Freya like putting her arms around the both of them, like,
Yep,
okay, and
mhm.
we're walking. And we're walking.
Yep. Like, hand on both of their backs and just shove.
Draskin's like probably holding on to the mimic in his pocket, like, I'm gonna put this on your ear. I'm gonna put it on
You
your
can
ear.
actually feel the back of my actual back when you put your hand on there.
All right, so you guys walk with this ambassador for a
Oh,
while.
because there's a hole, or why?
It's half ripped off.
Okay.
I really
You're
need
barred.
to-
You didn't fix that.
I found a stem in my apple chips.
I've had that happen before.
I
It's
don't
the
have
first time I've
anything.
ever found a stem.
What did I just miss? Some of the apple chips?
I found a
He found a
stem in my apple chips.
Oh, ew, that's weird. Okay, so you guys walk the long, dark path leading up to the surface world. Along the way, you see lots of weird little critters kind of skittering around in and out of little holes. Though none of them are deadly, none of them attack you. Eventually,
What a novel idea.
what things that don't attack you?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen ever. This is the first time and last time.
Is one of them a cute, fuzzy little thing that we're gonna adopt?
No. No.
Aw.
Recommend it. The others will just kill it.
Oh.
So, you guys eventually reach the surface. As you reach there, the ambassador kind of like pulls out some more cloth from his pack. Clearly, the storm is absolutely raging. There is snow everywhere. Actually, the ambassador you're with does have a little bit of a magical ability. He seems to be kind of like trudging through the snow, but pushing some of the snow out of the way, almost like what a snowplow would do. Just kind of make it easier for you guys to walk. He seems like he knows the way. He does carry a map with him. And you guys, just kind of begin walking. As time goes on, you guys rest and camp in random spots, nooks, crannies, little caves that are kind of in the rock face of the mountain as you guys kind of march down this path. Eventually, you reach the bottom, and the storm kind of lets up a little bit.
Actually, I'd like to do something.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first night, I want to sort of just like, alright guys, I'm gonna make my camp over here, and I'm gonna set up my tent and everything. And I would like to. I'm not gonna roll it because I would let anyone who wants to see me, but I'm gonna attempt to sneak away from the group, act like I'm going to my tent, but really I'm like ducking behind a rock. And I want to sort of just talk to myself, but in the form of a prayer. So it's gonna be just me talking to myself about, what am I gonna do, but it's directed at a certain god. But Draskin doesn't really understand how to make a connection, so he's just more talking to himself and, maybe being heard, maybe not being heard.
Does he say anything in particular to the god?
Yeah, in fact, I'll do it. I've never really done this before, but, things aren't looking very good right now. A lot of inter-party conflict. Now with Deshi gone, who, I was actually beginning to really like, and, Twiggy trying to trick us at every turn, it's getting kind of scary. And, my past is rocky. I'd really prefer my future not to be as rocky. Maybe you can help with that. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I had hoped to find a temple by now, but ain't nothing wrong with trying on your own. Either you hear me or you don't. Simple as that. So, yeah. If you heard me, awesome. Thanks. You seem like a pretty swell guy, and I want to get to know you better. If you didn't, that's fine. I'll repeat this conversation later, once I find a temple. But, awesome. Good talk. Keep going, champ. And then I'll peel off back to the group.
The first night, Twiggy's gonna be asking, where the hell are we going? Because all he knows is he was at the exit and he was pushed out of it, and now he's with the giant group going so who knows where.
You guys are essentially by yourself. You guys went ahead of the army, so the military.
Well, in that case, I am going to be playing a song. Wait, you said the wizard is showing us the way, right? The
Yep. He has a map
ambassador.
as well. Yep.
I'm going to ask him, where the hell are we going?
He says, oh, we are heading to Kimur to let them know that our army is going to come to help.
Oh, fantastic. Would have been nice if somebody would have told me. All right.
Oh,
Well,
the
who are
wizard,
you exactly?
The wizard made the plan.
Yeah, the wizard's not all that good at sharing, if you know what I mean.
Oh, well, you know, hierarchy and such.
So, who are you?
Oh, I am a generic drow ambassador. His name is... Hang on. I have to get a drow name because I didn't generate one for him.
Jiven the
Oops.
Second?
I went to a name generator. I'm gonna make one. Jiven, he's the same age as Jiven. Now let's get an idea by using this.
It was a very popular name.
Alak.
Jilaxel.
His name is Alak.
Alak.
Alak. Yeah.
Walk of what?
Alak. Spelled differently
Anyway.
both times.
Well, Alak, I can tell that you have some magic in you. How good are you at identifying items?
Oh, well, the only magic I have in me is to be able to move things once in a while. What is it you need to look at? Is it a drow artifact?
Well, maybe, because I kind of got it from the thing that we kind of killed, the one that was controlling the queen.
Oh, what, show me. What is it?
I produced 5 rings.
Didn't I tell you what those rings are?
Nope.
Isn't that... Oh, no, this is a different location.
I've returned.
And now James is gone. But welcome back.
Sorry, my food came.
Oh, you're good. I'm looking up 5 rings that Twiggy has. I probably...
Well, one of them is a ring of protection.
No, the rings that we got from the Mind Flayer thing.
The list of 5 rings I have are from the necromancer person in that basement. Hang on, I'm going to the actual combat page. I thought I already told you what those were, but I guess not.
You said that they had insignias of dragons on them, but that was about it.
Yeah, they have... Oh, that's right. That's right, yeah, because you kept them all.
Yep. I couldn't expect to have Damien do it. He would try stealing them all again.
Yeah, he looks at those and has no clue what they are.
Can I use... Is it just because you...
He said him looking at them, he just says that they appear to be just rings with insignia dragons on them. He can't tell if they're magical or what they might do.
Can I try to identify them?
Sure.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Were they these are the ones that have a different dragon on them each, or no?
I believe so.
Or no, 4 of them had... Yeah, I'm looking for my list of stuff. I thought 4 of them were black and 1 of them had a different dragon on it. I thought it was gold.
I just have it labeled as 5 rings, dragons on.
That's right. Oh no, it does have 5 different ones. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. But no, yeah, you know there's something about these rings. They're not just plain golden rings with dragons on them, but you don't know what they do. So you know it'll take a little bit more than that to figure it out.
I'll just put one of them on and put the other 4 into my pack.
Okay, hang on. Let me go to that tab. Oops, here we go. Okay, did you put on blue, green, red, gold, or white? I'm sorry. Wait. Yes. Yeah. None of them were black.
Gold.
Okay. Perfect. So this one. Oh, they're just plain ordinary rings. I promise. This one's tweaky.
Of course they are.
Okay.
Watch them be ordinary rings.
Nothing happens when you put it on. But you do have it on, so that is cool. Okay. Is there anything else anyone wants to do during like one of these first or few nights of camping?
I'm gonna play songs.
Okay.
And every night, I'm going to repeat that same message.
Okay. Okay, so you're doing that every night.
I would also like to play patty cake with Sir Reginald.
Sir Reginald
How? He
seems-
doesn't have hands.
Don't judge us.
Sir Reginald has gone missing. He
Damn
is
it.
not currently flying with you.
Going.
Reginald. Reginald.
He doesn't respond.
No.
So, about a day goes by, and you guys come up to a basically a group of ruins. The ambassador says, "We got to go through them." Essentially, though they have been empty for hundreds of years, so the odds are you're not going to find anything in them.
Sure they are.
But if you guys would like to go around, it would add a day or two to the journey.
No, it would sound fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We might be able to learn some things. We might be able to find some things.
Might be able to kill some things.
We might be able to make a story.
As you guys all say this, he's just kind of like, okay. Just kind of looking at you like, whatever the reason might be, we can go through. Hang on a second. Let me put your tokens. What?
I am actively looking for anything that looks fun.
I'm going to have you roll stuff in a minute. Let me just set up stuff on this. And then Draskin. Damien isn't quite with you guys. He's about a half day behind.
Splitting the party once more.
Yeah, well, he's not even at the session, so
Even when he's not here, he's still splitting the party.
yeah. We'll be all right though. Cool. So this is what we come up to. Map change. Map change. So as you guys approach these ruins, they seem to be well, there seems to be some type of fortress that was used a long time ago. Inside basically what you're looking through currently is the like the archway. Oops, did I not turn on? I need to turn on dynamic lighting. This one. There we go.
Oh, I was so excited.
It isn't supposed to be blackout though, so let's do this. Enabled. No, it is daylight. Though the whole map isn't supposed to be revealed, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. So many issues with this. Line of sight. There we go. I don't know. Is the wall showing a wall to you guys?
We can still see everything.
The whole map?
Yep.
Wonderful.
We can pretend we don't see it.
Can you put on Fog of War and then reveal just this portion?
It's not supposed to work like that. It's supposed to do this, but then... Oh, maybe I need to do this.
There you go.
Okay, because it looks different on my end from your guys' end, so I'm trying to make sure. Okay, now it looks cool for you guys. Okay, so yeah, there's like there's a way in, of course, here where the wall has crumbled down, and then you can go on underneath the archway. But anyway, sorry. It looks like it was an old like basically an old keep of some sort that is completely crumbled on the inside. The only thing that you can see from where you are there is a there seems to be some type of building or ruin or stone building that seems to be kept up, and actually there's smoke coming from the chimney that's in there.
I don't think we're alone.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I think we might be able to make friends.
That doesn't sound like a half bad idea.
So worth a try.
Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Like the last traveler just knocking on the door, or are we all gonna go, or
Why don't we all just go and not be sketchy about it?
Given our track record of strangers in the woods, that seems like a good idea.
hey,
How often do you meet strangers in the wood?
We meet some very fascinating people.
Oh yeah, like
Like an undead that tells us that our friend is gonna get murdered, and then we let our friend get murdered, right, Damien? Freaking Damien.
or like a whole group of people that keep kids in cages.
They're one and the same.
All right, stop walking for a moment. Draskin, did you move at all, or are you staying outside?
I'll
Actually,
move.
it was about like here and here. Okay, so you're sticking with them.
Yeah.
Freya and Twiggy are not being quiet.
We're just having a good chat between the two of us.
Perfect. Let me, hang on, if I do this. Okay. So as you guys are kind of sitting there, one of the first things you notice is you hear like some snow and like a pebble like falls above you guys. And standing up on the ledge, there's a goblin. He's just kind of standing there. And he's wearing very little armor. And he's just kind of looking down at you guys.
Now, is it very little because he's little, or is it very little because there's not much of it?
No, goblins are pretty small creatures, so he's just a little goblin.
Yeah, but you said he's wearing very little armor.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
not.
wearing very little armor because the armor is
Oh.
small, or because there's very little of it?
I didn't think I need to specify the size of his armor, but yes,
Well,
his armor is little, and he also doesn't have much armor on either.
Okay, got it.
Hello, my friend. Good weather today.
He just kind of stares at you. And then after like a second, you realize that there is another one to your left.
I'm starting to have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Greetings.
The one in the middle kind of like snarls at you, like it makes like this like low growling noise.
Well, that's not very nice.
I'm going to mimic it.
You can roll a performance check if you would like to try and like sound like it.
And I'm mimicking the movements and everything.
You're gonna get us killed.
Shh, it might be their, hey, are you friendly dance?
Are you from the dance? That's funny. What did you roll? Oh, it kind of like looks at you and kind of like moves back for a second, like, you know, like, oh, what is this thing doing? And then you hear like a large boulder fall, and you look to your right, and then there's another one. No, they're not holding weapons either. They're just kind of like standing there.
I don't feel good about this.
Well, they haven't attacked us yet.
And they don't have weapons, which is a good sign, but I don't trust it.
Shall we knock on the door?
Well, what happens if we move towards the door?
One way to find out.
Yeah. Is anything happening?
They're
I turn
trying
around
to...
and
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I turn around and I wave to them and I'm like, so long, my friends. I'm going inside where it's warm.
This goblin over here leaps and lands here.
Which goblin?
The one on the right.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
I didn't even see him the first time.
I get to the door and I'm gonna knock. I'm assuming this is where the door is.
I'm walking backwards. I'm not leaving my back to them.
So
Yeah,
Draft,
I'm looking.
you both are. Okay, you both are looking at them.
Yeah.
So after a second, this goblin on the left, it seems to like move back, and you hear like this like kind of like weird bone crunching sound, and it seems to go silent for a second, and then in its place, walking up to the edge, you see this beast,
Oh,
Well then.
and it kind of like is peering down over the edge, looking down at you guys.
Twiggy?
Twiggy.
And it's just snarling, and just all kinds of stuff is coming out of its face.
There's the
Can
thing.
I try to figure out what it is?
You can roll a history check.
I know it.
God.
Hang on 1 second. I'll tell you exactly what you know.
I know this thing. I know its likes, its dislikes. I know its weaknesses. I know what gives it strength. Oh,
I know it's parents.
I know its
I
parents.
know it's eHarmony account password.
It's eHarmony account password. Yeah, you basically know all of that. So you know this thing is a shape changer, and one of the things that it can do is it can turn into a goblin. It's very strange that it's out in the snow like this, but considering these are abandoned ruins, they generally track, and they generally are looking for things. It generally eats the flesh of what the things it kills as well, completely destroying their body.
Yeah, that seems like pretty fair for an animal.
Yeah.
So I'm actually in front of them, between them, and I turn my back to it and I take out the stick from who knows where, and I'm just like, so what you see behind me is such and such. They are very carnivorous creatures. They are shape changers, mind you. You don't normally see them in these type of environments, though. They are attracted to ruins. And I'm just doing this whole teacher lecture thing. And I'm just like, his grandparents' names were Elmo and Gizma or something.
Are you high, Twiggy?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I might
Oh,
also be a bit drunk.
Freya's gonna snarl at the thing.
And then, like, the same thing happens to this other one.
Do I know if these things what kind of language these things have, or anything?
If they speak a language, you're asking?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me look. Sorry, I'm doing many things at once. Yeah, you know, they generally can speak Common, Goblin, and perhaps a couple other languages as well that you may not be aware of.
And what was the type of creature this was? What's their actual name?
The name of the creature?
The type, yeah.
It's, well, you know, it's a fiend. It's evil. And you've heard them be called something like a Barghest. Barghest? Yeah, something like that. Barghest.
Are they like a minor fiend, or are they... What's the pecking order? Are they like a Lorgon, or...
No, they're very, 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 very extremely dangerous. And the fact that there's 3 of them staring at you know that this is not a good situation to be in.
And I'm telling this to my group. I'm just like, yeah, we might not want to be here. And then I turn around to it and I'm like, Barghest, may I have a word with you? I've come with a proposal.
And you hear in your mind, like, what? This is the only word you hear.
Well, you see, we are looking to cross your paths, and we were hoping to befriend you. I know that yous are pit demons, well, Barghest to be precise, and I was wondering what it is that we could what could intrigue you. As anyone knows, good business deals are hard to come by.
It asks you to let it inside the hut here with this chimney. It says if you can get the door open, perhaps it will let you leave safely.
What's inside that you want?
It says it's no concern of yours if you want to live.
Mm,
Yeah, you see, I don't like being threatened, especially not by any fiends.
Well, you just wanted a door open, huh? Well, I did try knocking and I heard some kind of bones crunching. What is in there? Is it gonna harm me if I open the door?
The bone crunching came from up top. It was the sound of that thing shape changing. And it says it stops responding to you, and they seem to like be closing in. One has jumped down and is kind of like sulking up to you guys. There's one on the thing above you here, and this one's staring down at you. They seem to be surrounding you.
Are you sure you wish to do this? I am actually a paladin after all. I will banish you back to the pits of hell you came from. Well, pits of the abyss. And let's see if my thing can actually work. Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. Hi, I'm a paladin. I'm one of those, what do you call them? Like they're fighters, but they have like holy symbols. Oh man.
I'm one of those, what do you call it? God damn it, Reginald! Ah, shit, Reginald didn't come over here. Have you seen my magic bird, Reginald? I mean, he's something you get when you're a sorcerer.
He's actually a cleric.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
And I turned back to you and I'm like, you remember Reginald, my little blue bird that's my pet?
Well, yes.
He ran off. We had a fight. I beat him too many times in patty cake, and he got upset and he flew off.
That's
I miss him
unfortunate.
so.
Probably because he doesn't have any arms.
Also,
Also, I don't know why I
think-
just did Vera's voice.
I think I'm gonna.
Roll initiative.
So as
Well,
you guys
actually,
are,
I was gonna go ahead and throw an axe at one of them.
so something already happened while you guys are kind of like having that conversation. All of a sudden, a firebolt seems to come flying out from well behind you guys, a different direction, towards one of these things. Unfortunately, it misses, but it now you're kind of under the impression that there's something else here, and you guys can roll initiative now.
I hate when I roll low on initiative.
Woohoo!
Oh, come on. That's not fair. That's really
Damn it,
not.
I hate this so much when I roll high on initiatives. I mean, god damn it.
James, you always roll higher than I do.
I know, that's how you always get the fucking kills.
All right. So there you go. Twiggy, there's clearly someone else in this area fighting with you guys.
Without knowing too much, Twiggy's gonna back off a little bit. And I guess I'll use cunning
Oh, I
word.
forgot. I have advantage.
I'll roll another one.
Oh, still shit.
Still 18.
Yep.
That is some nice advantage use right there.
Because of the thing I get at level 7. Feral Instinct. That's what it's
So
called.
I'm gonna use this against that guy because I was talking to him, and I'm just like, now you have done it. You have pissed off the great holy warrior that I am, and I will put you back into the pits of hell. Wait, you're supposed to be in the pits of the abyss. You get the drift.
And you see it like wince in pain a little bit as the psychic damage seems to hurt it, and it's clearly distracted by your words somehow, so it will have disadvantage on its next attack. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to pull out my violin.
Freya. Oh, do you want to do anything with the violin, or is that you just pulling it out?
I'm just pulling it out.
Okay. Freya.
Just gonna throw a javelin at this guy. Because I can.
Okay. Roll it.
Is it?
What?
Yeah. Is it? Am I too close for it to? Is it? Shit.
No, you're fine.
No, it's also like 15 feet in the air. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I was like,
I definitely hit it.
good.
Your javelin like sinks into like its lower jaw a little bit, kind of ripping off some of the flesh that's there.
I can't. How many? I have 4. Okay. I'm gonna throw another one. Fuck.
That javelin goes flying through the air, and you have no idea where it landed.
That's unfortunate.
You might have to look for that
Well-
one later.
Well, go get the stick. Go get it. Go get it, boy.
Don't forget, you got that javelin of lightning.
I know, but I don't want to waste it.
That's fair.
I need to move in order for that to. I need them to be in a line.
Oh, that's right, because it's like a lightning bolt spell.
Did you want to move it or anything else, Freya?
Yeah, I'm gonna like move up so that I'm in between my friends and the scary things ish. As best I can.
All right.
And I'm gonna take a intimidating stance because I'm big.
Fair enough. So Draskin, Freya's throwing javelins and stepping in front of you as Twiggy says mean words. What are you gonna do?
Now, see, I'm a bit torn here, because do I do what Draskin's always done, pull out his bow and start firing off arrows like a badass, or do I pull out my sword and do I go toe-to-toe with these bastards?
Sounds like a question for your inner conflict to answer. Or a D20.
Or a D2.
Or a D2.
Alright, well, looks like we're growing ranged.
You gonna turn into Jiven?
No, maybe. No. Well,
Jiven was his
I
friend,
can't
wasn't
use
he?
shield, so. Yeah, we were friends. Oh, whoops. I did not calculate that.
I feel like that's
Alright.
probably fine anyway.
I'm gonna move 25 feet, which is well within my range.
Oh.
To here.
There you go.
And I'm gonna fire 2 arrows at this bastard. So
Go ahead.
first arrow,
Yep.
natural 20. 12 damage. I don't get sneak attack, so no sneak attack. Then a second attack, 28. 10 damage.
Damn. Hang on. Let me look. Okay. So your arrows sink in. They seem to be doing damage. Though it seems very much as if it's shaking off the wounds for the most part.
Okay.
Zalix, go ahead.
Throw another fireball at it. Does not hit.
Unfortunately, your firebolt. You guys see another firebolt kind of like sail past this flame. Not sure where it's coming from. Thought you could probably guess.
Damn it, Damien, you suck.
All right. So this one here is immediately going to charge directly at Varaya.
Good.
Actually, these things are actually a lot bigger than this token. They're actually like this big.
Oh. Jesus.
There's
Oh,
one.
dear lord.
Puppies.
I forgot to adjust it.
That is a lot scarier.
Maybe it would have changed your opinion on what you guys are going to do with these now. But
Why
No.
didn't you listen to my lecture? I even told you about their grandparents.
Brad and Draskin were like doodling and throwing paper airplanes.
I imagine we were like playing patty cake or like rock, paper, scissors.
oh wow, these things can cast spells. Oh my god.
Boulder Parchment Shears.
Boulder Department cheers, yep.
Okay. Well, for now, this one's going to run up and say hello to Varaya. Oh, I don't want this to whisper. I like to see. Never whisper rolls. Okay, perfect. And it just straight up chomps down at you. It
I
didn't,
think
didn't
that-
do anything.
I think that meets. Oh wait.
I don't even see a roll. Did it roll a number?
No, I was looking at Zalix.
No.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
It doesn't even have this listed as an attack. Hang on, sorry.
That's unfortunate. Well, I guess it doesn't do anything. Oh, darn.
Oh, darn.
Too bad. So sad.
Actually, no, I want it to hurt me so I can rage. Come on, hit me.
That's exactly what I thought. I had fucking Dr. Pepper in my mouth, so he beat me to it.
I should have slapped you on the way of running away.
Yeah, one bludgeoning damage.
I would like to rage.
Just slap.
No, it's more out
Hey,
of...
you're in.
I mean, honestly, if I had known they were that big, I might have been able to rage prior to getting injured because it's a fear response.
Oh, you can still roll it if you want. I mean, if it's a fear
Oh, that's
response.
alright. That's alright.
Why, it's not letting me put him...
It's much scarier now that it's up close.
Oh, there we go. 10. Okay.
Nope.
So it misses. I need to put this in brackets. Oh,
She kind of
I
like
don't.
gets her axe up in between it, and it chomps on the haft.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay. So that one, unfortunately, well, fortunately for you guys, unfortunately for it, does not have anything happen.
For it.
The one on the top
No,
above
bad dog.
you guys, it just like growls like through your like axe, like with the axe in its mouth still.
Freya growls back.
Then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, right. Okay, so this other one leaps down onto Varela and
Ah.
will attack with disadvantage.
He has disadvantage, so.
Yes, sir.
I'm not hard to hit.
So an 11.
Yeah, no. But that doesn't hit, actually.
So 11 doesn't hit you, right?
Woohoo! Nope.
Okay. This other one,
What's my...
isn't your AC like 14 or something?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because barbarian, so I used my con and my dex, I think. No, bad dog.
What the hell? I tried making a deal with you.
No, not that one.
Oh, shit.
Actually, that does miss.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna make it do a, use a point of luck and make it reroll that attack. I don't want to take damage.
Okay, let me copy this before I roll it. Okay.
Damn. Alright, I'll take it.
And then roll it again.
You gotta do
You
double
Beautiful.
brackets.
Double brackets.
I know these things, I promise. I did it.
Oh.
Damn.
So it just chomps on Twiggy. They're on his hip. It just
Oh, hey.
sinks into him.
Twiggy, are you rolling? Are you wearing the ring of protection?
Nope, I'm not.
Not that it would save you, but it does give you +1 to saving throws.
Wait, I need to do a saving throw?
Not yet, as far as I know, but
I thought you were supposed to be taking damage.
Twiggy, what are you going to do after getting bit?
I'm going to look down at it and be like, have you ever thought about getting any cosmetic magic done? I mean, I have a good wizard friend down south. He could really patch you up. I mean, he could do something with that mouth and make you look like a just a star. I mean, he could make you a 10 out of 10, but if you want, I can hook you up.
Nice.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah. Damn.
It takes 8 damage, though.
I guess he doesn't want to look good.
He does not.
you're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Varela.
All right, so I'm like flanked. They're big. They're scary. I would like to rage,
Yeah, fair.
and then I'd like to rip my axe out of that one's mouth and slam it into its face.
Yeah, bruh.
Start chopping.
Fuck.
You have multiple attacks, though, don't you?
Yep.
So you swing and get a little wibbly wobbly with that one, but there's not going to be a fumble with that because you are skilled enough to make more attacks.
It was really hard to get the axe out of its mouth.
Yes.
I wasn't planning for that. Actually, because I missed, I'm gonna make this one reckless.
So the 20 does hit.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Would 14 hit?
No, 14 would not hit.
Damn.
Just trying to
Right.
knock everything prone.
Yep, that's my plan. I mean, if I'm gonna make a reckless attack, I'm glad I
So
did. 'Cause I would have missed again.
this axe seems to do your axe seems to have an easier time doing damage than your javelin did, despite striking it. So you are aware of that.
Okay.
Do you have any more attacks? Or anything else you want to do?
Can I claim that as a frenzied rage? I know I can't make an attack this time, but a third attack this time, but I'd like to in the future.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep. Okay.
Perfect.
Frenzy.
Frenzied up. Draskin.
Alright, well, seeing that, Twiggy's getting wailed on, I'm going to drop my bow, draw my cat sword, and move in.
I need to get cat tokens.
And I'm gonna make 2 slashes.
Oh shit.
Guessing both hit.
I'm currently pulling out cat tokens. Sorry.
26 and 20.
Yeah, those both hit.
19 damage. In 2 hits, I didn't do the amount of damage Varaya did in 1. I love barbarians.
Oh, yeah, and you also notice that your sword seems to have an easier time doing damage than maybe you expected.
Nice.
This thing actually looks a little beat up now, between the vicious mockeries and the psychic damage that Twiggy did to it, as well as your swords. It's actually looking like it's taking some damage here. Zalix, you notice that they're holding their own a little bit here, despite the fact that these things, well, you know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna move up. Right about there, and then I'm gonna throw another fireball.
Oh, there you are. I was like, where are you?
You know
Yeah,
what?
I saw the boulder
I'm gonna-
move earlier, and I was like,
I'm gonna do that instead.
We're not talking about the boulder.
I'm gonna do
Trace
Blade Ward
signal.
instead.
You have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. Okay, so anything attacks you, they have
that's
disadvantage.
actually a really cool cantrip.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Is there anything else you want to
It's
do?
like Toll of the Dead.
No, that's all I can do.
Okay then. Alex, what's really weird though is you notice that there seem to be cats kind of like playing in the snow.
Oh no, the kitty gonna freeze!
You don't know where these cats. Oh, they look happy. They look very happy. Like if you take a peek like
Aw.
away from this horrendous beast, they're like playing with like snowballs and stuff. It's weird.
Oh,
He just
that's
looks
good.
at it and goes, "What the hell?"
Meow. Meow.
That's
I'd
my
be
turn.
heartbroken if the cat froze.
One like jumps into a snowbank and then like comes out with a mouse in its mouth.
Oh, I love cats.
All right, Freya, the one above you or north of you there.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Oh my gosh, thought I copied it. I guess I didn't. All right, copy. 14 damage.
Is it piercing?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I
Yes.
take half.
Then the other one, looking at you, turns and says, "There he is." And it is going to jump up here.
Attack him up.
If she would like to. 14
Oh, Vera.
misses. And then it is going
Can't
to
hit.
jump.
We're
What?
outside of a barn today.
And it's going to jump down here and attack with disadvantage against Zalix.
Come on, big fella. That misses.
10. So it like bites at you and you kind of like dodge out of the way. This other one is going to lash out at Draskin after it came up and got stabbed. Those swords did a lot of damage to it. Ooh, an 11 does not hit. So he reaches out and chomps at you, just chomps at the air as you kind of sidestep out of the way, kind of pushing its face out of your way, out of your path of damage there. Twiggy, you notice a moment of nothing trying to eat you. What do you do?
Twiggy just goes stone-faced. He looks at the thing, goes, "I'll make a deal with you. We won't kill you if you kill your friends." Or, and then I put out a hand, "Are you just going to try to bite me again? And my friend here will cut off your head. Your choice."
So did you just threaten it?
I thought it was more of a persuasion, but if you want me to go intimidation, I can.
Yeah, you can roll persuasion. And what did you persuade it to do again? I'm sorry, I was typing there for a minute.
Kill its friends. Otherwise, we would kill
boy.
it.
Okay.
Now
yeah.
let's actually hope that it would do this, because otherwise that nat 20 is wasted.
Well, it's a demon. They're chaotic. It's not a
Yeah, but
devil.
you still can't persuade something to do it when it do otherwise.
Well, it knows that it's gonna die otherwise. So,
That's it.
well, considering my buddy just did a shit ton of damage to it,
I wouldn't call us buddies. No offense.
okay.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, you attempted to persuade it to attack its phone friends. It hears your words, as it finishes up its bite on Draskin. And then, is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, I'm just holding out an arm. Just if you want to bite it, go ahead.
Freya, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll hit this one in the face. Reckless.
Go ahead. $20 hits.
The 13 wouldn't.
Correct.
And I'm gonna make 2 more attacks. $17 hit.
17 hits.
And 23.
3 obviously hits too. Daikon will be proud.
Yay!
Swing his axe in fury and just start removing, like you lop an ear off this thing, and then you come back around and you just you catch it like on a meaty spot on its neck as you just dig into it. You pull your axe out and you come down and kind of catch it a little bit flat, but you kind of almost you slice it, you bash it at the same time almost on the top of the head, as it's just kind of looking delirious and almost in shock that you're handling it so well. And if there's
Is that
nothing, oh, go ahead.
Is that the one that bit me?
I believe so.
Don't
Yes,
put
yes.
things in your mouth.
Draskin, you're up.
All right. 2 more attacks with the cat sword.
Oh, that one,
Sorry, yeah.
only one. You notice something pushes against your leg.
Aw. 11 damage.
I think it wants its belly rubbed. Do the customary 3, not 4. I will attack you.
Yes, of course.
Zalex, this thing is facing you down, and it's saying to you, you should come with us now, or we will kill all of your friends here and consume their bodies in front of you.
Over my dead corpse.
That can be
Oh.
arranged.
Yeah, you stick that rapier right up its nose.
Say it. Say it. Say it.
Say what?
I was hoping he was gonna say, "I got your nose."
Oh. Got your nose. Oh, that's funny. Is there anything else you want to do, Alex?
There's not much else I can do, so I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay. This one facing Varea is going to turn and jump up to the up here again.
Can I make a attack of op?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah, so like as it leaps, you catch it like in the back hind leg and just like almost like rip its leg off as it kind of like lands, and then it lands just his upper body, and then it just kind of like claws its way up, and
Mufasa style.
yeah, and then it actually is going to jump off of the top again down at you, and then suddenly it disappears.
Ah!
So it gets like almost right on top of you, and then just whoom, and then just kind of like disappears from sight.
Where did that fucker go?
This one here is going to well, actually, it's gonna leap directly at you, Draskin, and then right as it gets its face right up to you, same thing, it's gonna disappear. Leaving just this one left, who is, hang on, oops.
Well, now we don't know if he'll ever kill. He didn't kill his friends, Twiggy.
Oh, maybe he was chasing his friend.
Oh, that's true.
This last one is going to back away from you, Alex, and kind of look around. You could take an opportunity attack if you want.
Yep.
So it's like backing off. You pull your rapier out of its nose, and like it goes to sneeze, then you stick it again into his face, and like you feel like your rapier kind of like scrape against the teeth inside his jaw, and you pull your rapier back out, and it kind of like spits up blood, and it'll you guys all hear just some laughing in your head, and then it just disappears.
That.
Did it try to jump at anyone?
No, that one like stood still, and then just kind of like whoof, and it was just gone.
With my history check, do I know if they can possess people?
You... Hang on. I actually need to check to see if they can or can't. Because that I didn't look at. I didn't think I saw anything about that. But you would know whether they can or can't. They cannot.
All right.
You do know that they can cast spells, though. So you get the pretty good indication that these things obviously traveled somewhere. All that's left is this strange blue man and a couple of cats. They're kind of like they're like playing with each other. They're like batting at each other and like flinging snow in the air. And this one's just sitting there cleaning its paws.
Hey there, Frostbite. You like cats, I see.
They're adorable little creatures, yes.
So, what brings you up here?
Well, I was headed this direction looking for somebody. A friend of mine. Until these damn monstrosities started following me.
Is your friend blue? Maybe red?
No, she is not.
Black?
No.
Well, that takes care of, like, the army that's chasing us. Human? Elf?
Elf.
Or, you have good taste. Elves are pretty good.
You know most elves hate half elves, right?
Hey. Hey. You know that no woman can actually resist me?
Oh, really? Because Rhea seems to be doing a very good job.
Well, she's more like a sister.
Aww.
The party comes together.
I'm walking closer. I'm just gonna go walk past him, Draskin here, and just open the door.
I'd be like, oh, it was open the entire time? And here I was knocking.
Do you leave it open or close it?
I leave it open. Come on in.
Freya stoops to pet a cat.
Hey, there's a kitty inside.
It like nuzzles against you, and then after a second, like the other one like jumps on the other one, then disappears. Then after another second, one of them disappears, and this last one like starts following you, Varaya, and like it just disappears.
The cat's
Rhea, what did you do to the cats?
Cats
Freya,
were-
did you eat the kitties again?
I have, as far as I know, never eaten a cat.
As far as I know.
Well then, where did all the cats go?
I don't know. They disappeared like those monsters. Wait, I don't remember
Sure
that
they
happening.
did. I didn't see them disappear.
Wait, what happened to the monsters? Usually there's dead bodies when I wake up. What happened?
They're demons. They went back to their plane of existence. Probably. Either that or they cast a spell of teleportation and got out of here. They fled.
I saw that thing in the corner moving. I was like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that?
Yeah, I never finished decorating the interior of this place, so I'm doing that real quick while you guys are going. So don't mind me.
Is this a real cat or is this one that
Oh, I forgot that one was in there. Is Alex,
Freya,
do you have a
don't
pet
eat
cat or
the
no?
kitty.
No.
Okay, then no, there's no cat. Then there wasn't.
Freya, I told you not to eat that cat.
I didn't eat it.
Then where did it go?
You're the one with magic. You tell me.
It went in your stomach. You ate a
What?
kitty.
Twiggy, stop picking on the poor girl.
Don't think so.
I can tease my sister if I want.
Just be nice for once in your miserable
Right.
existence.
Rhea shoves Twiggy. Good naturedly, but she's big.
This place is pretty cozy. One thing you notice is a large hole in the bottom left corner that seems to go down somewhere. There are table and chairs. There's like a deck of cards on there. You guys notice a lot of like strange inscriptions that seem to be all over the walls. Alex, these are not things that you've put there. But you may have responded to some of them, if that gives you an indication of what they might be. Then there's like a glowing hearth in the corner there that has some like stew in it. And I assume there's some belongings kind of scattered throughout this little hut.
Yeah. So would any of you like some food?
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, if you're offering.
What kind of food is there?
It's like a beef stew, almost.
I could
What?
go for some beef. We haven't had beef in how long were we in the Underdark?
Too long.
We haven't had beef in too long.
Twiggy, I hate you sometimes.
Hey, I asked. You answered.
That I did, and I will give you that.
You all look like a fun bunch.
So, Frostbite, what's your name?
My name's Alex. You can just call me Z if you'd like.
Well, Z, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for helping us out back there.
Well, it's kind of my fault in the long run, wasn't it? They were chasing me, not you.
They really wanted to get in this place.
Been playing kind of cat and mouse with them for the last week or so. Don't know what they really want with me, but
So-
I wish they'd just leave me alone.
How long have you been in this? And I look around. Building.
In this particular building, about 3 days.
So it's and Twiggy keeps shifting over to the hole. He's just inching closer and closer.
I don't know. Why don't you look at it and find out?
Okay, I use perception.
Just kicks him down it.
I just kinda
This
I
is
just-
Sparta.
I just kind of shove him a bit and still catch him as he looks down the hole, just to scare him.
I see a wooden beam.
Yeah, you look down, you see a beam, then you notice that there's some rock, and then there seems to be some more rock, and then a bottom. Clearly, there's a hole that goes farther down though than just like underneath this little place.
I turn back around and I go, you know, outhouses are supposed to be outside, right?
It was there when I got here.
Well, I'm going to try to figure out the runes on these walls then.
You can roll a history check.
I'll take a crit again.
I'll take a crit for 500.
Oh, they look very familiar. When thinking about them, as you look at them, you notice like the little symbols and the words written in different languages. Even the letters are like different scripting. Sometimes is like the sentences seem to nothing seems to make sense. But then you think about that tavern back in the Drow civilization. Most notably the bartender who was teleported away when you guys were teleported there, and how they spoke sometimes. And you realize that this is clearly a similar, like, thieves' cant type language.
I go, if only my son was here, he'd be able to read this. He was always good in this gibberish language.
Everyone just looks at you, I guess.
I will look underneath the table, I guess. I'm just gonna keep exploring this place.
There isn't much. Unless Alex has anything hidden or traps or anything like that.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
My mic
Z,
wasn't working.
I have a question
Yes.
for you. Have you seen a little blue bird? Well, he's usually blue, but he can be any color. Fly around. He likes to do patty cake. He kind of sucks at it, though. Have you seen anything like that?
No, the only blue creature I've seen is myself.
Well, he doesn't have to be blue. He actually changes colors. He likes to play musical instruments. Maybe you heard some guitar around here. Maybe some banjo.
No, I haven't heard anything like that.
He also does concussions, keyboard, all that good stuff.
It's quite the talented creature you have.
Well, he got mad at me, flew off because I wouldn't let him win a game of patty cake. So I'm trying to find my little buddy.
I'll keep an eye out.
So where were you headed, anyways?
I was headed to Kimir to search for my friend.
I think that's the place that we're going. I kind of got pulled into this at the last moment. You can always ask the other two. They apparently know where we're going.
Yeah, we're going to Kimmer.
Okay, you guys mind if I join you on your way?
Depends.
course
how
not.
how do you feel about Drow?
seeing as my friend's an elf, I don't mind them at all.
Good, good. Our person will be around shortly. He's a drow. I don't know where he is offhand. And same with a human, but I think he's talking to a lot of other mages.
So, what's your business in Kimir?
I'm looking for some slavers, actually.
What about you two?
We're escorting an ambassador?
Yeah, if we're not mistaken, we're about to start a war.
Well, join a war.
Ooh,
True.
sounds like fun. Always enjoy a good battle.
Well, do I have a story for you? If you have some time, anyways.
Oh God, no, Twiggy, we don't.
And with that, I pull out my violin and I start giving myself a little beat. And I start going through the first couple chapters of my story about being here. And so I talk about the Lost Keep and Damien running in on Shiv changing and just a bunch of other things. And Damien's romance with Aaron and different things like that. And
Romance.
yep, they used to be lovers, you know.
I don't think that's correct.
Well, that's what's written in my book, and that's what they told me.
So Alex just looks at the other two and goes like, is he always like this?
Draskin has his head in his hands. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, I'm just trying to give him some information so he understands what he's getting into before he comes with us. I mean, he has a few demons after him, but we have dragons, undead, just a bunch of other things.
Slavers.
Hey, the slavers are not after us. I'm after them to go and get one of your clan back.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the slavers are after me. I wasn't set free, you know.
Sure you were. If anyone asks, you're my slave. There, problem solved.
No.
Yes, yes, you're my slave now.
No.
You want to be Draskin's slave?
I'm not a slaver. Thank you.
Surely you don't want to be Damien's slave.
You can
And
hear
besides, it's
Varay. You can hear Varea's knuckles cracking. I'm no one's slave.
It's just in name, and just in case somebody asks.
No.
What?
No.
Well, fine then. How about if I give you a quick makeover and you can pretend to be my half sister? I can give you a few little pointed ears. I can change your skin tone a little bit. I'll even let you wear my hat.
Twiggy, for the love of God, I will cut you down where you stand. Stop it.
Quit
Do you
fighting.
have a better plan?
Oh, I wasn't actually gonna hit him. I was just gonna like pimp slap him or something.
I will.
Oh, I'm not gonna hit him. I'm just gonna pimp slap him.
Pimp slap him.
I wasn't gonna
That's it.
kill him. I was just gonna like just lightly knock him into the next oblivion.
Just a little tap.
I would turn you into a fish and then I would drop you down the hole.
Do it.
Fishy
But
go
you-
down the hole.
Uh-oh. Turn order.
We're
You might
not.
want to close that door.
We're not PvPing.
Draskin,
No, God no. Yeah.
roll a what's the dexterity one? Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. All right.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
I had a game before this, and I rolled 4 natural 20s. I've also rolled 2 natural 20s tonight. Tonight's my night. Like, I should go buy a lottery ticket.
So you feel something bite into
Except you can't.
the back of your
That's a good point. Shut up, Bear.
the back of your armor, and it tries to drag you off, but you're able to react. And you turn around and look. The most injured of those beasts is sitting there with like a piece of like a little piece of cloth like hanging out of his teeth, and where he try to drag you off. And he begins to turn to try and run off, but the turn order was Twiggy being next. But you can react, Raskin, if you want.
You bit my cloak! You bastard!
And then Twiggy,
He
you
shot
see
my
this happen.
hair.
Is there anything you want to do, Twiggy?
I'm going to try to intimidate it. And just go, you have come back this injured. Just to die, I see.
Well, it seems to be trying to turn around even faster than it was before. So it's definitely trying. It's beginning. It looks like it's beginning to start to go away. So Varya, is there anything you want to do?
I guess I'll run up and try to hit it. I don't have my axe out. I'll just.
You gonna wrestle with it?
I'm just gonna punch it.
Oh, be gone.
What's my
Hey.
strength? Oh, okay. That probably doesn't hit.
Well, you hit it, but like you catch like the bony part of its cheek. Like you don't really do anything, like any damage to it. You just kind of like thud, and as it's like spinning around, trying to get away, it's starting to get away.
Bad dog.
Draskin, your cloak has a little like tooth mark in it now.
You bastard! 2 attacks.
Oh, I guess I got 2 attacks.
You can roll one of them if you want. We can assume like
Yeah.
you're doing all at the same time.
Just like thwap, thwap.
Ah, nope.
Really wanted you to make that.
We have a bigger problem though. I don't have any cat tokens.
Oh no.
What is that? That's not
Well.
a cat.
Don't
This-
eat the kitties this time.
I didn't eat them.
You totally ate them. That's why they're no longer here.
How do you know it wasn't the fiends that were invisible that ate them?
Now that just sounds like you're searching for a straw, man.
This
They,
thing.
they just tried to eat a dragon. And
Question.
she's like Will Smith, like presenting Draskin.
What's a straw?
Well, it's a plant. It's a lot like grass, but really tall.
You give it to
Animals.
horses.
Oh, that kind of straw.
Zalex, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah. Going to move up on top of the table.
You gonna kick
Just
the cat?
Yes.
We
And then
can't be
throw it.
friends.
And throw a dagger, which misses.
Your dagger sails past as it spins around. It wags its tail, then it runs. And it just runs away. And then it's gone.
Close that door, please.
Unless any of you want to make an opportunity attack, it's up to you guys. You always have the option.
Oh
so-
yeah.
You always have the option. Don't wait for me to ask. If you're gonna make one, just do it. Oh, okay. So then, actually, let's rewind.
Damn it. I'm rolling like shit.
You and me both.
So as it's spinning around, Varia, you punch at the air and just catch like its fur. Draskin, you turn around You swing you already turned facing it. You swing your short sword, and as you connect, blood splatters everywhere, and a cat just comes flying out of nowhere and lands on your shoulder. And as this thing kind of stumbles and stumbles, then it just falls over, dies.
It's a bit dramatic.
And then it like looks up and like it reaches out towards you guys, like with one of its hands, and it's like, okay.
Rosebud.
And then it just
That was awesome.
it just dies again, the second time. And then its body starts to like absorb into the ground, like it's in quicksand.
Oh, the loot.
And then it's all that's left is its face, and it just like opens its eyes and it goes, "I'll be back." Then it's gone.
Is it Batman?
I would like to intimidate it again.
You can roll a check real quick before it gets all the way gone. What are you saying to it?
And I point over to Varia. She'll be waiting.
It looks terrified now as it like sinks into the ground.
I run over and close the door immediately.
Yeah.
And then I lock it.
So keep in mind this door is like super complex locks, and Zalix just kind of like clicks all these little switches, levers, pulls these latches a certain way. Like he pulls the same lever like 3 different times, you know, and then like eventually like this whole door just kind of like locks shut somehow.
Damien will never find us.
Well, shall we go down the hole and see where it goes?
Actually, funny you say that. So
You
hear,
first.
You hear right as like you say that, you hear, guys. I had placed his token on here a while ago because he wasn't going to catch up to you guys. So you just hear,
Wait.
hello.
Let me.
I set a trap, by the way, as I locked it.
I get over to the door and I go, I'm sorry, we do not want any Girl Scout cookies. Please move along.
Twiggy.
What's a Girl Scout?
Girl Scouts, back where I come from, they're little kids. They go around, they try to peddle some cookies. All of them are shit except for one that is a mint. Oh my god, those ones are fantastic. You could spend thousands of gold just getting these cookies. I mean, it's always worth it.
Ray's like nodding. Yes, cookies. Yes.
I know these words.
Guys, are you in there?
Oh,
No,
go away.
Damien, we're not. I mean, this is not Twiggy.
Let me. They sent
It's
me
totally
ahead.
Twiggy.
Freya, hello. Can you guys let me in?
Wait, can I insight?
Yes. Damien says, hello, you let me in?
I'll look over to Z and be like, yeah, he's with us. He's kind of annoying, but he's pretty good in a fight.
That's debatable.
I'll unlock the door, but I'm setting a sleep dart trap for when he walks in.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
Make sure you set it properly. Okay. So I don't even think like the rest of the group sees you set this. Like you just kind of like.
I want to see if I can catch him doing this because I want to be snickering.
Well, are you trying to hide the trap, Zalix, from everybody else or just from Damien?
No, I'm gonna try to hide it from everybody.
Okay, then yeah, you can roll a perception check, Twiggy.
Can I roll as well?
Yeah, anyone who like is like watching him
Fifth
do
crit
this.
this game.
Ray's just like talking to Damien through the door. She's not paying attention.
Oh, I got an idea. Okay.
Oh, are you sure you're not a shape-shifting demon from the pits?
Varia, what could I possibly say to answer that question till you believe me. No, I am
I
not.
mean-
Okay, Damien, who is my mother?
You don't have one. You have 3 dads.
Yeah, that's him. He's a dick. Remind me, I don't have a mother.
You don't have a mother.
So yeah, I unlocked the door.
All right. Are you guys gonna move away from the door? Stand right there. And he comes in. All right. So he walks in and he goes, "Oh, there you guys are!" And then, boom, dart like shoots out, hits him right in the neck, and he just falls on Draskin.
Right before he steps on it, I want to be like, surprise!
Yeah. So he walks in and goes, "Hey guys!" And he goes, "Surprise!" And he goes, "Oh, Twiggy!" And then, boom, and the dart actually doesn't hit him in the neck. Then it hits him like in like the lower jaw, because like he turned his head.
Oh,
So like you hear like a clank sound, and it sticks into his lower jaw, and he goes, "Oh!" And then he just falls into Draskin. Do you catch him or let him hit the ground?
I sidestep.
Aww.
So,
You guys are dicks.
so Damien just falls and just clashes into the ground and smacks his nose. A little bit of blood starts coming out of his nose. It hits the wooden floor.
Oh no.
I think that we're gonna get along just fine, Z.
Ray like starts tapping Damien's face. Wake up.
It's just a
Look up.
snore. Just a,
I'm
don't worry, it's not poison.
I'm gonna try and fix his nose.
you like adjust it, like it just cracks and shifts back into place. You can roll a medicine check and see if it's crooked.
Come on, that one.
I'm so scared. Oh no, I have disadvantage. Fuck. Because I have a point of exhaustion.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
wait, that's just
Skill checks.
It's skill checks.
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah,
it
it's-
saving throws?
Skill checks.
Skill checks. Oh yeah, I forgot Drastic has that. Oh no, not anymore though. That's right. You guys have been resting throughout your
Yeah.
travel.
No, that's not good.
No, it bleeds more than it's
It
supposed
could
to.
be worse.
You're like, well, it's gotta
Oh,
bleed more
oh.
to.
Oh no. I think I messed up. Twiggy,
Huh?
I think he might be drowning in his own blood.
And he snores, and it's like a gurgling sound.
Does a 13 work? If not, I'll actually heal him.
Well, you're able to fix his nose, but he's still blood like coming out of his face.
Rhea rolls him on his side in an attempt to help him not drown.
He's breathing normally now, though. Like he definitely has a bloody nose.
Okay.
I think he'll be a little bit upset if he stays with a bloody nose. I'll go and heal him. And I'll also, before I heal him, pull out the dart.
Can I have that back, please?
Well, of course. And I toss it over to you.
I just put it back in my pocket.
Accidentally stick yourself with it. Oh no.
There. Now when he asked, as soon as he came through that door, he just fell asleep. He overworked himself with the wizards. Maybe we can get him out of that funk of his.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Hey, we can only hope. I mean, when we really need him, like what we needed him a couple of minutes ago, he's never with us. Anyways, about that hole, should we stick Damien down there?
You guys can do whatever you want. I'm going to eat.
No, I do not think we should stick Damien down it.
Or the cats jumps down there.
Fuck.
See, even the cats like the hole.
I think eating is a good idea.
Yeah, I agree.
So should we prop your friend up in the corner somewhere?
Nah, he can stay on the floor. Anyways, better question. Why did you make so much food that it can feed all of us?
I get really hungry.
He's a big boy. He's a growing boy.
Yeah, actually, do you want to describe? Or did I just like completely miss that earlier?
Do what?
He has
Describe
not
your
described
character.
him.
All right, now they just see my face without the mask on, but I'm covered head to toe in like leather and cloth. He's got like crystal like blue hair, kind of almost see through, and has 2 daggers to his side and a rapier on his left side. That's pretty much it.
He is a race probably none of you guys have seen before.
Unless I fought
Can
one.
I do a knowledge check to see if I've heard about his race in stories of long, long ago?
You can. Vreya, you didn't fight anything that looks like him. Though, he looks familiar in the sense that, like, maybe a different color one.
Okay.
Twiggy, you've at least heard of them,
Colors.
but they'll have never seen them.
What is he? I want to pretend like I know exactly what he is.
You want to pretend like you know?
Damn straight.
Then just go ahead. Pretend away.
What? No, I at least want to know what the race is called.
Oh, he is I always forget how it's pronounced. Is it Ganassi or
Ganassi.
Ganassi, yeah.
Ganassi.
That is what he is. He's blue,
And
so...
I'm just like, this, my friends, in
Pull a
all
stick back out.
this blue splendors, a Ganassi. They're not native to this neck of the woods, and in fact, they tend to be a very friendly race. And for a side note, they have massive appetites.
Twiggy, you know I hate you, right?
I like you too, buddy.
So food then.
Yes, yes, of course.
Oh, I just realized I had the wrong microphone on this entire session. That's funny.
You sound fine.
No.
I didn't sound
Should we-
I should hope I didn't sound echoey earlier.
No, you sound fine.
Yeah,
No,
sounded
you were
fine.
good.
That's weird. Okay. I was on my my camera microphone was on instead of my actual microphone. Which explains why I probably was never muted. Which is also interesting. So anyway, so you guys are kind of going to eat and prop up Damien somewhere?
Sounds about right.
Like in the fire? In the hole?
No.
In the corner?
Yes, we throw him in the fire.
Okay.
No,
Oh, alright.
we don't float. No, we don't throw him in the fire.
Freya's
In the
like,
fire in the fire. Come on.
Freya's like, no, Draskins.
Freya is responsible for moving Damien because she doesn't trust the boys
Oh, that's harsh. You can trust me.
with Damien.
You can trust me with Damien. I'm not that malicious.
Mm-hmm.
I was only being cautious.
I just wanted to see him get shot. I mean,
And
I didn't
that's why
see you
I'm
setting
on
that
the quest.
trap at all.
That was pretty clever. I was half convinced he was going to be a shape changer.
Hence why I was cautious.
He knew I
Oh.
didn't have a mother. And I have 3 fathers. It was the real one. I know it.
Well, to be fair, Twiggy, you tell your story to like every person we meet, so at
I
this point,
have not told that to any pit demons, thank you.
that you know about.
Well, there could have been that one succubus that one time. She may have told people.
See?
Hey, but you don't understand. She looked like whoo,
You're
from
right.
head to toe.
I don't understand. And then Varia like wraps her arm around the stew and starts eating, or whatever it is. It's stew, right? Beef
Yeah.
stew. Yeah.
But where did the beef come
Okay.
from?
Wendy's. We've got the beef.
Yeah, the beef. No, you got the beef.
No, that's Arby's.
That's Arby's, yeah.
Oh, is it? My bad.
Where's the beef was Wendy's.
There's that old lady.
Oh, was it?
Where's the beef? But we're gonna wrap the session up with one last little thing here. So, as you guys are kind of eating the stew, a little bit of time goes by, and I assume you guys make small talk with Zalix, and maybe he does, or maybe he doesn't. Tell you a little bit more about his history, his past, and why he's out here. After a little while, though, you guys realize that some time has gone by, and you guys are supposed to be heading somewhere. But just as you're kind of like maybe getting ready to kind of like pack up, maybe head off, or whatever you might gonna do, you guys hear a voice come from outside, and it says, "Hey guys, are you guys here?" And it's the voice of Damien.
Oh shit.
By the way, Freya, you almost predicted what was going to happen here, just so you know.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So as you guys hear this familiar voice, I assume you all turn and look at Damien, who's currently sleeping in the corner, and a loud snore just comes out of his mouth. And then that will be where we end the session. So, now we know who Zalix is. And, some things. He's kind of initiated into the group with a little bit of a combat there. But I'm excited to see his character fit into the world a lot more, that's for sure.
I'm excited.
Yes. And you guys are in these ruins too down here, just so you know where you are now.
Yeah.
I finally get to move this little triangle thingy. It's been in the same spot for so long. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream though. So bye anyone who watches in the future or who's currently watching.
Bye.